world right now. 3 months ago, everything turned. We had within, it seemed like moments, everything changed. And many of you just jumped in and started changing how you conducted your business. I call you guys the early adopters. You guys just jumped in, you started doing virtual open houses, virtual listing presentations, virtual buyer consultations, and you were getting it done. You stayed connected to your business, which is your database, and you started making those care calls, checking in on your people, seeing how they were doing, what did they need any help, and you were creating mind share. And that all of those efforts have turned into market share. And the reason I know this is because many of you, your business is gone through the roof. You're seeing the results of what happens when there's a lot of confusion in the market, and you immediately are the voice of reason, and you take control, and you're there to assist and help people get to where they need to go. So I commend you. I think you did an incredible job. Here we are again. We have other things going on in our world, and it's a challenge. It's a challenge to stay focused and continue to keep your business moving forward, because for most of you, many of you, if that doesn't happen, then the financial challenges come into play if they haven't already. So for today, I really want us to kind of circle back on what we know to be true. Gary Keller, Jay Papasan, and Dave Jenks wrote this incredible book, Shift. We talked about it a few months ago. There's so many book studies and places to go to learn and dive in deep on this book. We're going to circle back around to it because it is the blueprint for surviving and thriving in this shifting times. Okay, so the thing about this book is it's like 12 chapters. It's not a hard read. It's 12 chapters. You could read them in any order you choose. However, I'm going to just take a few minutes today and talk about the first chapter. And each chapter is like a tactic. It's like a strategy. It's like, what can I do right this minute? And if you started doing these things 3 months ago, hallelujah. I'm thrilled that you did. And if you didn't jump on then, I want you to consider jumping on it now. And the very first tactic says, get real, get right. Mindset and action. And I'm going to tell you, this book starts with a quote from Harvin McKay, and it says, decide what your priorities are and how much time you'll spend. See, so many of us, so many of you guys are still maybe have kids at home, working from home, spouses or partners working from home, and you're saying, I do not know how to juggle my time well. So I'm going to share with you some thoughts. Some thoughts are, first of all, getting up in the morning and having some sort of a routine, whatever that is, an energy plan, whether it's having a little time to yourself with a cup of tea or a cup of coffee, reading something inspirational, affirmations, visualizations, meditations, or exercise, or eating well, starting your day off well. Then the next thing is, I don't have to time block 8 hours of this day. What if you did 1 hour of focused actions, focused activities, just 1 hour? And I'm going to tell you.
Can I interrupt? Would that be considered a power hour?
Well, Tiffany, funny you should ask. Funny you should ask. Yesterday was June 1st, and what we did is we decided this is going to be the month. Some of you have already started doing this. We wanted to get the rest of you on the bandwagon. Power Hour is happening every single Monday, and yesterday was our first day, and it's going to be Monday mornings from 9 to 10 o'clock. If you can't give 3 hours or 2 hours, give 1 hour, 1 hour of time where we are jumping on a Zoom call. And don't freak out. We're prospecting. Now, everybody's muted, but there's something magical that happens when you've got a whole lot of people and some boxes on your computer screen, and you're sitting there making calls. And we did this yesterday, and I'm right in there with you guys. And I'm going to tell you, it was amazing. It is amazing because we've got so many distractions going on around us right now. There's a lot of them, and they're emotional. It's a lot of emotion, and I don't want to minimize that. I really don't. It's real. It's happening, and I'm not going to give any more conversation around that on this forum. But it's heart-wrenching at the same time. So what I'm going to say is my role as your team leader is to arm you and help you move your business forward. So I'm going to ask you, if you're challenged by jumping in, taking action, start with your mindset, realizing that you have a choice. You truly do have a choice. And there's another quote in the book, and it says, success is never about the chosen few, but it's about the few who choose. And I want that to be you. Choose this. Jump in with us. We are a family here at Keller Williams, and I would love to see more people participate in our Power Hour. And if you love it, like I did, maybe you want to do it more than once a week. And I would welcome that. I do it with my coach on my coaching call, and it was very scary at first because I thought everybody's going to be talking at once. They're going to be hearing me. They're going to be listening to me. What if I mess up? What if I don't do it well? Well, that's not what it's about. Everybody's muted. We just make calls. And yesterday, I was able, in 1 hour, I had 26 dials. I talked to 11 people, and I got 2 appointments. I mean, if we don't do the activities, we're not going to get a result. So I'm just going to ask you, how are you spending your time? How are you spending your time? And if you need help with this, please reach out to me. Please, please, please. I am here to help. All right? All right. That's enough about that. Let's continue. So we have birthdays. Look at all these birthdays. Woo! We've got birthdays in Ardmore. We got Stacy and Asha, and we've got birthdays in our Norman office. Christina, Brent, Peggy, Marcy, Brad, Austin, Brianna, and Ashley. Happy birthday, everybody. Happy birthday. And anniversaries. Look at all these anniversaries. Kyle Davis, 2006. We have some great agents here, and June was a big month for hires, and I'm just looking at all these wonderful people. Happy anniversary. We are so absolutely so fortunate to have all of you. So thank you for all of your service here in our office. And we have cappers, Taylor Davis, Joanna West, Peggy and Jesse Wright, and Delton. Congratulations, getting to that 100%. Woo, woo. All right. So we've got some things happening this week. Yesterday was the Power Hour, so it's not on this list, but we do have that admin mastermind happening on Wednesday. We've got the Optime class on Thursday. Oh, you do have Power Hour on there. Sorry, it is there every Monday. Jump in, 9 a.m. We've got committees coming up. The committees are coming up next week, so look for the invitations. And then foreclosures in today's market with Brian. Hey guys, listen, I'm going to be sharing a video with you. I want to touch on this just for a second. A lot of the people that you know and care about have gone into forbearance on their mortgages. And what that is when they go to their mortgager and say, I can't make my payments and I need some grace. 3 or 4 things can happen. The first is they say, fine, we are going to give you 90 days that you don't have to make a payment. But sometimes when they look at the fine print, or maybe they didn't look at the fine print, that 4th month comes and now they're wanting all 3 plus that 4th month payment. Usually if people can afford to make that payment, that's not going to be an issue. They don't even ask for forbearance. Oftentimes someone in that position, that 4th month hits and they realize they've got a balloon payment to make and they are unable to do it. The bank's desire is to always win. The bank's desire is to never lose. So These are also calls you can be making to people that you care about. They may not know how to maneuver these waters, and we have an incredible video that I shared with a few of our top people that I will post in our Facebook group. Please watch it. This is where you can truly come from a consultative professional and help people that may be heading down a road of foreclosure, short sales, and all that stuff. So Brian can also help with those things if that's where your people may be. So we'll have more to follow on that. Okay. Boy, this is fast.
So before we actually get to that, I want to just say two things. I meant to unblind my slide, but I forgot. So June is actually kind of a fun month this year around, because we did have quarantine and weren't doing a lot of the quarterly things that we normally do. I just want to let everybody know and have a heads up that on the 15th of this month, I will be putting out some emails to you. This is going to be the GEM Award. For the first meeting in July, we will be giving out a GEM Award. I'm going to send you the email with all of the information. So I want everybody to just have a chance to kind of really think about people who have impacted them in a positive way, or the community in a positive way, and wants to nominate them. You're just going to have to send me their name and whatever the story is behind your nomination. So I wanted to give everybody a good heads up about that, so you all had an opportunity to think about it. And I will send that email out on the 15th. This last quarter, because obviously we were all quarantined, we did not raffle off the KW Cares parking spot. I'm sure many of you have noticed that it has often been vacant this last couple of weeks. So that bid sheet will also be going up to the front desk on the 15th. So we will start accepting bids. The minimum bid to start is $50, and what you do after that is up to you. But I wanted to make sure everybody knew ahead of time that that is going to be getting raffled off for the next quarter, which will start July 1st. So that will go out on June 15th also. Those are my only two announcements.
All right. Thank you, Tiffany. So now we are going to have a little fun. We are making this team meeting a little bit shorter than usual, as there's a Zoom that I have to jump on a little bit earlier than usual. So why don't we let Tiffany and Sherry are going to share with you the little game that we're going to be playing.
Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to look to the whiteboard for some reverse taboo. Not the naughty kind of taboo either, the fun kind. So,
The word kind.
the word kind. So what we're going to do, and Jalen, this is going to be right in front of your face, I'm sorry. So what we're going to do is we are going to write a list of words or phrases on the whiteboard. And the first person who can guess what the word is that it connects to is going to be the winner. We have 5 of them, so it's an odd number. And if you get it, then you get a point. And the person with the most points at the end of the game is going to win. Now, with that being said, if we do have a tie, we have a tiebreaker, and it's a good one. It's a how-to. But I'm not going to tell you about that unless it happens.
So Tiffany, let me ask, how are they going to, are they just going to unmute themselves and whoever speaks first?
Yes. So it's kind of like a lightning round, because we don't have the ability to have buzzers in this particular set of standard meeting at the moment. It's just going to be whoever unmutes and says it first. Now, thankfully, we know who most of your voices are. We would prefer if you could video you as well, so that way we can see it happening. And I'm actually going to unshare my screen so I can see more boxes. And then that way, if you yell at me, I can be like, who was it?
If you show your video, you'll go.
Do you know, I have a thought. Can I share a thought? What if you know the answer, why don't you scream your name out and then answer? How's that?
Okay.
Why don't you say your name? Really pound it out there. And there will be a prize at the end.
All right. Can you guys see the board? Or gotta move a little closer. Hold on, I'm moving closer.
Get closer.
Not that close. Not that close. guys, Not that close.
They don't need to see mine.
All right. So what is it? She's going to start writing it out.
Can everybody see that? Nobody's unmuted, so is nobody playing?
I'm unmuted.
There you are.
Okay.
Unmute yourself.
Can you see?
Unmute everybody.
Kara's unmuted.
Can you see the words, Kara?
Yes.
Okay, good. Okay.
Consumer.
KW app.
That
Who said that?
Kara.
Joanna, or I don't know.
Who said
said it?
KW app?
Did you say your name first?
No.
Oh,
You guys sound similar.
Let's see.
Okay, who got that one, Tiff? Do you know?
I don't know, they didn't have video. up.
Joanna.
Let's see. You each get a half a point. We're going on to the next one.
Joanna.
Okay, I'll keep it.
Joanna. You're Joanna.
All right. Here's the next one. Pay attention. Say your name. Then say the answer.
Yeah.
Kara.
DocuSign. Oh,
Kara?
sorry.
Joey,
Kara,
what'd you
it
say?
again.
Designs.
You are good.
Okay, so we've got, Joanna has one, Kara's got one.
Okay, number 3, Tiffany, you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay.
Are you ready? You better be ready. Listings.
Kara.
Kara, what is the answer?
Opportunity.
Yes,
I feel like maybe you were listening to this conversation when we were picking the words.
Okay, next.
somebody's outside.
I hear birdies. Details. Oh, Jalen said.
Joanna. Oh,
Sign. Is that the answer?
No.
No.
Emma, what'd you say?
What'd you say, Joanna?
oh, I was gonna say DocuSign.
Okay, no.
Kara.
Kara?
Kara, what's yours?
I think the, oh my goodness. Entering your client details. Contacts.
Jalen?
It's not contacts?
Nope. Okay, gonna add more.
Add and edit.
Oh, Joanna.
Ooh,
Oh,
Joanna, what up?
well, that might not be right. That's the MLS.
Oh,
Okay.
nope.
No, that's not right. Oh, I got another one.
Okay. Do
What
it.
is it when you submit to, what is that called? When you submit to your MC.
Background noise.
Under contract and whatnot. What's that called?
You got it.
Yes, she's right.
Jalen got that one.
What was it
Jalen?
called?
Come
Did
on.
Jalen get that?
You gotta
What'd she say?
right. You gotta add or replace your documents for submission.
Yes. That's what Joanna was saying.
She didn't say,
But she didn't say
have the
compliance,
words,
though.
so she didn't
Oh,
have-
compliance. That's
Oh,
my
compliance.
word.
compliance.
yeah.
You were explaining it.
Yeah. I'll give you your name and then guess 10 times. Doesn't work.
Good job, Jaylin. You got the word.
All right.
What's the next one? Jalen is one.
Like my word went blank while ago too.
All right. Here's the next one.
We're on 5.
Oh, this is number 5.
Kara,
Okay. Kara.
contact.
Joanna,
Do it.
smart plan.
You got it.
Very good.
Ah.
Very good.
Wow. That means you get to go to the tiebreaker. I'm really liking this game. If you
Okay, this is for Joanna and Kara.
Let's go, Joanna.
you're in a duel. Get ready.
Cool.
Whoever guesses it first, and Sherry's gonna write out the how-to, and I'm gonna explain it while she's writing because there's a couple of steps. Sherry's gonna write the steps on how to do something. You have to guess what that something is that she's telling you how to do. If she's going to describe it, you have to know what it is the steps are for. Tricky. Design your image. Go to campaign.
I don't understand what we're doing.
What am I creating with these words?
Your profile?
So,
How to do a Facebook ad?
got it. It's a Facebook.
Oh, good job, Kara.
Good job, Kara. All right, Kara's the winner. All right, guys, I want to just touch base on just a couple of things, okay?
He's based on the needs of the people in his care. That's what the tragedy is.
I want to share with you just something. First of all, you know, this market that we're in, if you're noticing what's going on, there's a lot of business being done. There's a lot of business being done, especially in this market, or this market center. We are taking market share, and once we transmit, I'll be able to post. Tiffany, can you mute? Yeah, thank you. Once we transmit, Cheryl will be transmitting probably today. So once we do that, I'll be able to share some real numbers with you. But I'm just so proud of you guys because you guys are working and taking market share. I mean, as a matter of fact, I pulled up numbers this morning and I pulled them up for the month of May for all of the MLS, including all of the huge offices in Oklahoma City. And this office was number 5. Guys, that's huge. I don't know. I'm so proud of you because I know, because I'm talking to agents outside of our office, I know that people are struggling. And when people are struggling and not knowing what to do, you guys have been doing it and it's showing up. Now, I don't want that to be a false statement of what our future looks like. Gary Keller keeps reminding us that with everything that's going on in our world, you know, we are in that shift. We may not be feeling it yet in our business, but let me tell you what, other agents are. They are absolutely feeling it. I'm having more conversations around tactics to help people stay in business, because the reality is what happens is, you know, after the shift occurs, it takes a while, but eventually people start dropping out of the business. If this isn't what their primary income is, if this isn't their primary career, you know, they're going to start leaving the business. You guys are on such great footing right now, and I want you to keep it up. I just want you to keep it up. So you got to continue to keep doubling down on the activities, and it's showing. It shows up. It shows up. Do you guys have any questions about where we are, what we're doing, anything that you want to share about, talk about? I want to give this platform to be able to do that. Okay. Well, as we know, there's a lot happening. There's a lot happening. And I want you to know that I personally stand strong for all of you, every one of you. You all matter. You all matter. And it's a time of unrest, and it's a time of confusion, and you know, people standing up and making statements about some changes that have to happen in our world. And I just want you all to know that I'm with you. I'm just with you. Okay. I didn't want this to get go down in a discussion or opinions, but just know that we are family, every one of us. And I support this. We have an incredible country, and we have a country that is here to take care of all people, no matter what their race, religion, preferences, it doesn't matter. And I support that. Gary Keller put a beautiful letter out saying this is who we are, and we will continue to march on all of our people's behalf. So I love you all. And one of these days, and hopefully sooner than later, we're going to be able to meet in our training room and have trainings again in person, have team meetings in person, and I get to hug every single one of you. That is my desire. Okay? I'm here for you if you need anything. Stay strong. And if you're having challenges and you're not sure how to stay strong, please call me. Well, let's do it together. Okay? I love you all. Have a great day.